Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. So I would invite you to go ahead and if there's anything that you want to put into the bowl of things that you would like to let go of, release, things you would like to transmute from your life, whether that be something to do with health, a relationship, a habit, whatever it is, go ahead and throw it in. If you are looking for clarity or questions around a particular topic, especially if it is a yes or no question, I would invite you also to put that out there with your guides to see if you will happen to have the answer for that, and it will come across in what I have to share with you today. So I did pull some oracle cards just because I love to, and I'll share those with you as we move along. So today is the super new moon in Taurus, and it is pretty amazing on its own. However, it does have some companions with it today, some other energies that are coming in that are making it even more special. So yesterday, and still moving into today, and it was preceding yesterday even, you may have noticed that the energy was feeling kind of tight, kind of rigid, kind of like you were a crumpled up piece of paper in a tight little ball. So that's because there was a trine, and it's still being held today probably, between Mars, the moon, and Pluto. So that's all really pushing some of the energy that is coming in today with this new moon. So there's other energies that are at play. We're experiencing a heightened level of solar energy. And that solar energy is coming in, and it is helping us to really dig deep into our own awareness, to move through some of our own emotional blocks, and to choose a higher timeline, to choose wanting to experience your highest and most brightest self. So together, these particular energies are about emotional purging. And so even though with the eclipses, you may have been going through a lot of emotional release, a lot of examining the past, looking at your cycles and things that continue to play a part in your everyday decision making. And of course, that then produces our reality. When you continue to make the same choices over and over again, you stay aligned to the same quantum version of you who is comfortable in that space. You don't push past that. So with all of that exploration, maybe you're feeling a little bit calmer, but things are still kind of vibrating up, right? You may feel the vibration of unease or an echo of an ancient grief surrounding the time of these powerful transits. So some of the things that you're experiencing have more to do with things that you've experienced in previous lifetimes or other timelines that you may be collapsing or parallel realities. And it also could have to do with your lineage. It has to do with maternal lineage or even the lineage of divine feminine or a gender related timeline. It could have to do with a timeline that you have repeated time and time again in connection to a large group, an organization, a religious establishment, a family. Because not only are we collapsing old timelines that we are entangled with that have to do with what we have experienced through our own karma, through our own desires and choices, and through our own spiritual growth, but we are quantumly entangled with everything that those entities or beings also were connected with. And many times we come back through similar types of groups and organizations or family units, communities, so that we can experience more connection and a deeper, I was going to say a deeper hole to climb out of, but, because when you are choosing, let's say you're choosing in your soul agreement, when you're coming in, you want to move past self-worth issues. If you come into a family and you're working on self-worth issues and you have friends that come in and you continue to move through that through life, that's one thing. But when you come in and you entangle yourself with a group that is doing something that really would have you choose your value, your self-worth to be able to climb out of, and you have a huge group that's also a part of that, that just really pushes the energy down even further. And there's a reason that we do that. It's so that we can expand even further, right? So it's like a rubber band. When I pull it down and you go down the spiral further and further with even more of that same energy, when you come up, it goes up even further. So sometimes we come into these timelines and we really pile it on through taking on groups, organizations, and taking on their karma so that we can clear it and then project even further higher into further timelines and expressions of ourself that are more in alignment with where we're all going on this ascension journey. Hopefully that makes sense. But what we are doing is clearing this resonant field, right? So we're clearing a lot of grief. Some of it's ours and some of it is for that whole collective field that we are somehow quantumly entangled with. It also could be either if you've been reincarnated many times as a specific gender, everybody does all sorts of things, but sometimes we're clearing the lineage of the divine feminine or the divine masculine, sometimes both. So that could also be a part of it. But the transits themselves help to understand, well, because Taurus is all about, Taurus is about value, right? Value of self. It is about monetary establishments or gains or how you make money, how it's perceived, your perceived value. So this particular one, again, is about inherited distortions around survival mechanisms, attachment, misaligned power. Who do you give your power away to? And so let's move past that. Okay, so the sacred, let's see, sacred root activation. So this new moon is activating a new sense, a new foundation for safety, security. And it's about releasing those old fear structures. It is releasing anything that has to do with survival and strictly materialistic gain. And we're moving more towards our sovereignty and aligning to our own power, personal power, right? And so that is the root chakra. And that's also the white ray. So if you're working with the white ray today, that also is really good. But even beyond that, we're working with the manifestation of our oversoul codes, light codes that are coming in for our higher self, our oversoul or our monadic structure, depends on how you look at it. But this new moon is perfect for planting intentions about what your soul's ready to make visible, tangible, and sustainable. I myself have been working with my higher self this week, so much so that I have been dreaming, lucid dreaming for about 3 days and having these long, detailed conversations with myself. It's been very interesting. But what I've understood is that there is this potential right now. We're in this amazing corridor of time. And it's kind of like a divine gift because we're being graced with the opportunity to choose, to take a moment, hand over heart, and choose. I choose my highest timeline. I choose the path of ascension. I choose to integrate my oversoul. I choose to integrate with that higher divine aspect of self. This window is available for about 2 weeks, but maybe not that long. I really see it through like the 5th and then maybe like another 3 or 4 days. The closer to this new moon, the better. there are some practical ways of working with this energy, but going back to taking that time to really connect with your higher self is pivotal. So because we're releasing these old structures, we're releasing this real physical expression of safety and security. And we're wanting to connect into this new earth template, which is crystalline. And many times you guys have all heard me say, connecting into the healed earth, the crystalline structure of the golden earth, the crystal ley lines, whatever makes sense to you and feels good for you. But some of the things that you can do, I was given by my guide, is to literally lay on the ground, if you can, and visualize roots growing out of you in all locations. And it's just like, imagine there's like crystal lattices that are leaving the back of your body as you're laying down, and they're going deep into the earth, connecting to the crystal ley lines. You can do that, or you can stand up and feet on the ground and imagine crystal roots spiraling into the center of Mother Earth's heart and connecting again into the crystal ley lines. Because when you connect into the crystal ley lines, you then become a part of that consciousness to be able to connect to people, places, things, situations, opportunities, or synchronicities that are for this growing group of awakened souls that are moving further and further on their path of ascension. And the more that we infuse our energy there, the more that becomes our go-to version of quantum self that comes in, right? So this energy is directed through the ether, which a lot of people are you guys are gonna hear me talking about the ethers a lot in this video, but mostly as I move into the other video I was talking about earlier, where we're going to talk about how the planetary valve system is activating, and it's beginning with the pulse that is going to become very active in Giza, and that will be in the middle of May, but that's in my May energy video. I'll link that in the description box below, and that way you guys can see that video as well. But for this new moon, you want to ask yourself, what have I been using for fuel? What's been giving me energy? What no longer gives me energy? Do I want to keep surrounding myself with the same groups, people, organizations? Is the house I'm living in the right place? Is the town the right place? Am I doing the right type of work? Does it lift me up? Does it fill up my heart space? What type of work, what type of giving back or sharing, what type of energy would I like to embody? What would allow me to feel devoted to myself and to my higher energy and to all that I know I'm capable of being? There's things that you can do. You can journal. You can burn your intentions after. You can write your intentions out, burn them. Make sure that you're speaking out loud to yourself what it is that you would like to create. What would you like to seed in this new earth that is literally coming online in almost 2 weeks, but in May? We're starting the sequence and the countdown has started. So really putting into this crystal corridor of opportunity what it is that you would like to experience. Tapping into the emotions, because everything about where we're going is the fourth dimension. It's the bridge, fourth density, fourth gateway, and it's the heart space. So everything about the heart is about unity and compassion, right? So let's start with ourself, with unity and compassion, joining with our higher self and compassionately letting go of the things that we really need to let go of so that we can really move into this new world together. Seed it, right? So this on this suggestion page is talking about seeding. So when in your dreams, before you go to bed, you can ask your higher self to share with you information about what it will look like for you over the next 3 months, or information that you may be seeking. So talk with your oversoul and really start connecting into that energy. Turn towards what elevates your vibration, inspired passion, and illuminates your soul. So if you are taking steps every day to work towards things that bring you passion, or things that inspire you, or ways that you can show up for yourself, for your community, for your family, that really lights you up, that makes you feel that you're on purpose and on point, things that radiate, that create that radiation of joy, anything that you're doing that is along those lines of getting you there. It doesn't even have to be fully in it, but if it's taking you there, then you're on the right path. Just make sure that you continue to choose higher, continue to choose a path that leads you towards what your ultimate passions are, and things that continue to elevate your vibration. Because the energy that we're moving into is absolutely about your vibration. So whatever you can do to hold it in a higher state, or to continue to move it up, is important. And so this is just something to remember. Your affirmation: today I choose my highest timeline. Right? That's something that you can say over the next couple of weeks, even when you find yourself sliding into old energy, because that will happen. We're constantly being tested. If you find yourself sliding, just remember to keep affirming that you're choosing your higher pathway. Let's see. And so the trine that we are experiencing, and that we're in the middle of, and that was totally in that perfected square, not square, but trine yesterday, it purges all of the false structures. And the new moon plants the crystalline architecture. And so I'm going to move this back up here. I want to do a activation or meditation for you guys, if you're interested in that. So what I'm going to do is give you just a moment to get ready for that. And in doing so, what it would be is just to make sure that you have your spine straight. If possible, you can sit up with your heart open, or you can lay down, whatever feels good to you. Just having the spine straight will allow the energy to move all the way down the spine to activate all 33 vertebrae and pulse out into your etheric bodies. Okay. I'm going to turn my video off so that I can concentrate on the meditation for you, which I will be channeling. So we'll see what shows up for us. And I'll give you just a moment longer. And okay, we're going to jump into it. So begin to breathe. Just start taking nice, long, deep breath in through the nose, breathing into the count of 4. Nice, long breath out through the nose for the count of 4. Breathing in. Again, let's breathe in and out for about 4 or 5 times, just so that we are relaxed, allowing our body to sink into the floor or into the seat that we're sitting in. Breathing in to the heart space, and breathing out from the heart space. One more breath in and out. Okay, on the next breath in, as you're breathing in, imagine that there is a white light illuminated in the center of your chest. A brilliant white light filled with sparkling diamond flecks. And as you breathe in, that diamond white light expands more of your chest cavity and starts to find its way throughout your whole body. And as you release your breath, you release any hesitancy, anything that's keeping you from really sinking into the moment. Breathing in again as the diamond light fills you completely, engulfed in serene and beautiful white light, encoded with packets of photonic light that are speaking to your DNA, clearing old energies, old belief systems. Just continue to breathe in and out as all of this light fills all of your cells in your body, recoding your DNA, activating higher strands. Those strands, 8, 9, and 11, that allow you to integrate more of your oversoul. So just continue to breathe. You'll notice that you are now completely engulfed in this beautiful, sparkling white light. And you sense that your spirit team are all around you. They are standing at the north, south, east, and west positions of where you stand or sit. And they are beaming from their heart space a brilliant emerald green infused with rose gold. You are feeling all of this loving, healing, uplifting energy encoded with the divine feminine and the divine masculine frequencies directed at you into your energy field. You feel it filling your body, your heart space. And as you feel all of this beautiful love moving through you, offering you full acceptance for the truth of who you are, this light that sees you in your highest capacity, that wants to bring you into this higher level frequency of energy, bringing healing, understanding, acceptance, and love. Allow all of that energy to move through you. Bring it to the spaces and the places in your body where you know you need it, where you need a little extra attention and care. It's moving up and down the spine and into the brain. As that energy begins to dissipate, your guides help you to stand up and step into a beautiful crystal Merkaba. As you step into it, there's plenty of space for you and your whole light team. And you sit down comfortably as it whisks you off sometime into the future, about 3 months ahead. It's moving you into the energy of fall on this same very timeline. As you move forward, you realize you're starting to see your surroundings, your home, the place where you're comfortable coming into view. And as you begin to descend and to land at the front of your own property, your own house, is it your house? Many of you may look at this and see that it looks a little different, or it's the same place, but it definitely may feel a little brighter, a little more aligned to who you know yourself to be. As you're walking through your house, stepping into the front entrance and moving through, you realize that your house and your body feel something that is not quite the way it was when you left it. You're feeling a joy pulsing through the veins as you realize in this new time and space, all of your dreams, the things that you've been wishing for, the direction you needed, the clarity that helped you to see yourself more fully, your gifts, whatever healing it was that you needed, has all started to come into alignment. Some things may not be quite there, but as you research through your mind, you are available to connect to your thoughts in that moment as well. And you can see how you've moved yourself into the place, into the timeline, into the quantum version that you see now. You continue to walk around through your home. I want you to take a moment and think about, as you've walked into the future of where you are and where you live and how you live, what are you seeing in this future version of you that brings so much joy, that's filling you with love, that's filling you with excitement for what's next? Where are you? What does it feel like there? Is there anyone with you? Has anything changed? Walk through the corridors and the rooms. You can walk outside. Read the notes that might be written for you on the countertop of your kitchen, pictures on your refrigerator. Look around this place that you've created for yourself because you chose to step onto a timeline that is your highest expression of self. If you pass a mirror, stop to look in the mirror. What's changed? Your guides are taking notes for you. If there's anything that still needs to be tweaked, you'll be able to do that. We'll spend a few more seconds here as you talk with your guides and ask for any clarification or guidance on how to tweak, change, or align your home environment, your work environment, how you see yourself to an even higher level. As you turn and take one last look, make a commitment that you will choose your higher timeline and you choose joy, and love. As you step back into your Merkaba, you're swept up back into your current surroundings. As you come down to a soft land, and you step out, your guides again ask you to really plant your feet and to allow them to bring in this beautiful rose gold with violet. This ray that is beaming from above comes through your center column of light, through your soul star chakra and into your physical body. It is now moving through the center column of your chakra system, aligning your divine masculine and feminine, your magnetic and electric version of self. It's clearing away anything in your body that no longer serves you, releasing any outdated belief systems, anything that's connected to an older version, an older person that is no longer the person that you see yourself to be. It's moving through and clearing at each and every chakra, releasing old timelines and versions of you that are outworn and outdated, transmuted back to source. As you collect all particles of you, reclaiming all parts of yourself, moving all the way now at the bottom of the feet into your Earth Star chakra, directing the rose gold energy into the crystal ley lines, into the heart of Earth. And as you stand there, the back of your chakras, which are your magnetic, begin to vibrate a little tiny bit faster, as they are your divine feminine. And they are attuning to the frequency of Earth, to the Schumann resonance, if you will, but to the frequencies that connect you through the unified grid of consciousness. And as all of the magnetic chakras are cleared and brought up to speed, you feel a settling of peace through the body, as you know you are magnetizing now fully to you everything that aligns to this higher version of self as projected to you through your monadic structure. All of your channels for receiving are open. All of your higher awareness has been turned on. And anything that no longer aligns with you has been released. Breathe deeply into your heart space. Continue to breathe in through the heart for the count of 4 and out for the count of 4. Relaxing fully and completely. Allowing all of those light codes and changes to your cellular DNA to settle in. Feeling fully connected and integrated. You can start rousing yourself and bringing yourself back to the now moment, bringing with you everything that was given to you, all of the knowledge you gained, so that you can use it. And when you feel ready to move around and talk, you can share your experience, or you can ask me questions. And I am going to turn off the recording so